At 8:02 here in New York City, because Hurricane Matthew, a Category 4 storm, has just made landfall in Haiti. As the massive storm now sets its sights, next it looks like Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, and North Carolina.
Oh, man, that storm packing 145-mile-an-hour winds and torrential rains can be seen from space. Senior meteorologist Janice is on Earth tracking the storm. Hey, Janice.
Staggering impacts right now across Haiti. I mean, just devastating. Truly, they need our prayers, because this is worst case scenario, the worst part of the storm, northeast quadrant, hitting the southwest peninsula of Haiti. Very poor country, not well constructed homes. Again, this is just going to be catastrophic for them. And then it's going to move into the Bahamas. But look at the water temperatures, the fuel that this storm needs. We're talking about hot tub temperatures here. So, and not a lot of land interaction, which typically weakens the storm. We're going to be dealing with the potential for a major hurricane, perhaps strengthening again once it gets into the Bahamas. We still have hurricane warnings for eastern Cuba, as we think it's going to clip the eastern Cuba area. And then, if you're just waking up now, this track has changed drastically from this time yesterday. Now we're thinking potential impacts across the East Coast, maybe even a landfall. Florida, you are in play, and you don't have a lot of time to make your preparations, because we could be dealing with a major hurricane, Category 3 or higher, on your doorstep Thursday, Friday, and then it makes its hugs across the coast, perhaps making another landfall across the Carolinas and then the Mid-Atlantic, and we cannot rule out a northeast impact as well. This is going to be a very long, drawn-out system that we're going to be covering really for the next several days. Tropical models that go into that cone of uncertainty, we're in pretty good agreement once it gets into the Bahamas, as this is going to be a very close call for all of the East Coast, with, again, potential impacts for Florida, Georgia, the Carolinas, and even into the Northeast. So we're going to be covering it, but man, hearts and prayers out for Haiti. Devastating, devastating worst-case scenario for them right now.
And Janice, I see all the models behind you with the various computer tracks. Yesterday, they were way out in the ocean, and now they've moved back toward the mainland. Is there any possibility in the next 24 hours they could take a turn out to sea and not impact the U.S. mainland? Listen,
there's always room for error with these, but we're realizing now that the center of high pressure, that Bermuda high, is going to nudge a little bit more to the west and be very powerful, and that's why we think this is going to now be an East Coast threat for the next couple of days. Yeah, it literally is pushing the storm towards the East Coast.
All right. Janice in the Weather Center, keeping an eye on Matthew. Thank you very much.
Okay.